There is a lot of sediment normally here in the water. We will have to pour it out into a tray, leave it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then see if we can start to see something moving around.
I only found 2 creatures, and one is, I think, what you call a water boatman, and one is a wriggly worm. What can you tell me about the creatures I found?
Well, both of those species are what we would say are tolerant to pollution too. So we've got really low biodiversity. We don't have a huge range of different species of animals and lots of them. We've got 2 poor creatures on their own. So I think we can safely say that this is showing the signs of what's happening here in the Yarra compared to Warburton.
That's a really pretty colour. It matches the darkest blue on this card.
Which is 1,000 parts per billion.
I'm getting the impression that's a bad thing.
It is the highest rating that I have on my recording sheet for today. And that's when I look down to see if I can see the little black and white disc in the bottom of the turbidity tube. And sometimes I tap on the side too to get rid of the air bubbles.
I really can only just see it, but looking at it like this, it looks so clear, and yet you can barely see it.
And that tells us that there's obviously a lot of fine sediment flowing down through the Yarra. 6 to a 7 is a really good result along a waterway. Anything too alkaline can affect the health and well-being of the plants and animals that live on there. So the lower the EC rating, the better. But especially if we've seen heavy rain, we can see that salinity increase.
What is one of the main takeaways you would tell people to help keep our rivers healthy?
Big thing is dog poo. Please pick it up and put it in a bag and pop it in a bin. The next one is the litter. Please don't litter, because any litter that you drop in a street, it doesn't even have to be along the Yarra. You could be just somewhere in the Yarra catchment in a little town that's way up in the hills. But if you drop any litter, it's going to get washed down the stormwater drains into your local creek or river that enters into the Yarra. If it doesn't get caught in any of the litter traps that are along the Yarra River here, it ends out into Port Phillip. Between 2014 and 2017, they removed something like 179 million tonnes of litter just from the Yarra River.
I don't know about you, but I learned a lot today, and I want to say a huge thanks to our expert Jess. That was fascinating. So we went through water testing, why we care about the health of our river, what it means, and more importantly, we now know definitively that we do not want to swim in this part of the Yarra River. Thanks for watching City Science. We'll see you next week somewhere else.